Welcome back to the Purdue Dynasties, ladies and gentlemen, here on YouTube. King of Cobra 73 here today, and today, week 2-0 Purdue Boilermakers take on the, what are they, 2-0 as well? I think they're 2-0 as well. The USC Trojans. This is a big one for your Boilermakers here as they take on the USC Trojans, who are a very good team. They have two good running backs, Sanders and Jordan, who are going to be pretty much problems in the passing game and in the running game. In the passing game, we have more problems. We have Mekhi Lemon, Jacoby Lane, and Jay Fair. Just all good options. This is going to be tough on our defense, and they even have a good tight end, Lake McCree. So everywhere where this team, like, they have two good receivers, they have two good running backs, they have a good tight end. So there's like no crack on this team's offense. Like the right side of their offensive line. Okay, you can talk about that. You can maybe question that. But besides that, you're not going to get a lot out of them. They're down their top edge rusher, Cameron Fountain. So that may help us out in the end. He has a broken hand. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. But them down their top edge rusher might be a blessing in disguise. So we'll be taking on Braylon Shelby. I believe we'll be taking his place. We'll see who's taking his place. Could be Elijah Newby, could be Sean Ward, could be someone else from the other side. Keyshawn Silver, is a big D tackle who can stop the run, can stop the pass, disrupt the pass, just everywhere on that defense. They have a really good team here, but I do believe we can move the ball on their defense. Like, it's not the best defense, it's not the worst defense. I feel like we can move the ball against them. It's just we're just gonna have to play our ball, consistent ball, get the run the ball with Maccabee. You know, quick passes out on slants to receivers. I think this is a winnable game, and we will start with the ball as Brown is in the gun. And Brown back to pass, looking for a receiver, looking for Tuggle, I believe that was, and just overthrew his man. Now Brown back to pass. Brown going down to the big Keyshawn Silver. We just talked about him. And Silver on the sack, and there's going to be USC back out with the ball. Their quarterback taking over for Miller Moss is going to be Jaden Mavia. And he gets a quick pass out, gain of 7 on the play. And it's going to be another screen here out. And that is going to be Lemon on the play. Not Lemon, excuse me. That was going to be Lane on that play. Mavia back to pass. Finding Lane once again for the first down that time. Now both Jordan and Sanders in at running back. It's going to be Sanders on this one, and Sanders loses yards on that play. 3rd and 17 now. Coming up for USC. Mavia back to pass. Mavia looking deep, looking for Lemon, and it is batted away by Tony and Grimes. So it is going to be Purdue football, and it's going to be Maccabee on the play. Maccabee trying to power his way through a tackle, gets 9 on the play. 3rd and 2 coming up for Purdue. Maccabee gets the handoff again. Maccabee trying to set the edge. Maccabee not able to go anywhere. USC corrals him, and we lose yards on that play. And it is going to be a handoff to Sanders. As Sanders cutting to the right gets a good gain on that. 3rd and 3 coming up. Can Purdue get them off the field once again? And it's going deep. Finding Lemon. No, Lemon drops the ball. But they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. They're saying, you know what? Let's try it. And it's going to be his handoff to Sanders. Sanders makes a Purdue defender look silly. And it's a first down for USC. Handoff Sanders again. Sanders being chased down by not only Sanders taken down in the backfield. A loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. Sanders getting that yard back and more. Sanders with a big run there right up the middle, gashing Purdue's defense. Mavia back to pass. Mavia finds a receiver open, and they are just moving down the ball moving the ball down like it's nothing. There's Jordan, and Jordan looking to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, USC Trojans. Sanders gets a break that time, and then this time it is going to be Wayman Jordan who gets into the end zone for the Trojans, and the Trojans are out to a 7-0 lead over the Purdue Boilermakers. So Ryan Brown and the offense come back out. It's going to be looking down the field, looking for a quick throw to more sets. And it'll bring up 3rd and 6 as the first quarter ends. And as you can see, our stats right now, we're not doing anything on offense at all. Purdue's not able to do anything on offense. And honestly, Purdue's defense is playing the best that they can. But we got to do better here. Looks like Merriweather's in this time. Running back Shaheem Merriweather. And that's almost intercepted. I'm not sure where Brown was looking. And it's just going to be another run by Eli Sanders. Third down coming up. Mavia making some adjustments. But it doesn't look like they're able to get the ball that time. They're not. So it's going to be a run by Merriweather on this play. Merriweather gets the first down and a little bit more on the play. Shaheem Merriweather, I think that's this is like the first time we're actually seeing extended action from him. That's a good catch from the tight end Moore on a play. He had a man open in the middle of the field as well, though. It's a good catch there. Chauncey Magwood and Purdue trying to produce a drive here. Looking down underneath. That is going to be Ross on the play. 3rd and 5 now coming up. Purdue in field goal range. Looking for the tight end Moore. Moore breaks one tackle, and it gets down to the 11. First down for Purdue. Maccabee to the left. Maccabee gets the handoff. Maccabee up the middle of the field to the 4. Gain of 7 on the play. 3rd and 4 now coming up for Purdue. And Purdue looking for Morset. Morset got jammed on the defender there. And Purdue will kick the field goal. So there's a 7-3 game here. And Sanders just grinds out more and more yards. Sanders again. Sanders he's gashing us as we go up to the 2-minute timeout here. And it's going to be Sanders in the backfield. And they just use him in every way that they can. 3rd and 1 coming up. Play action. Sanders. Mavia looking a little too far out for. I think that was fair that time. Not too sure. Brown back to pass. Brown looking deep. Finding denial on more sets for a big first down. That's what you're looking for in your best receiver. Morset has been the best receiver of the year so far. That's what you got to do. You got to look to that guy to get us the big play. And he's finding Morset again. And Morset kind of slipped there on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up. But it is 5 seconds and 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They get the timeout there. Maccabee trying to set us up for an easy field goal there. And that he does. So we go into the half down by 1. 7-6. Trojans are on top. Good play from Maccabee to end the half. But that was also kind of scary. Purdue trying to center the field goal. Maccabee was looking for 6 on that play. And if Maccabee broke one more tackle, he would be in the end zone. And we would be up by 3. But right now, 7-6. It is a USC lead that puts them on top of us right now. Back out from the half. USC will receive the ball, and it's going to be a handoff to Sanders. Sanders has 10 carries for 38 yards thus far, and this one. Mavia back to pass. Mavia get it hit as he throw, and that is almost a catch. I think that was Lemon that time on the play. Mavia back to pass. Finding his receiver on the play, Jake Lane. And there is a flag on the play. We're going to see what it is. They're going to call encroachment on the play. So, it was 3rd and 1. Let's just give them the first down. Let's just give them the first down. Play action to Sanders. And it's going to be a dump off to Sanders. Sanders gets a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Trojans. Ball on the 41-yard line. Mavia back to pass. Mavia looking right. Finds his receiver, Fair. Mavia stepping up in a pocket. Mavia almost got blasted sliding before anything could happen to him. It's going to be a handoff. Jordan now. Jordan getting another big carry up the middle of the field. And it's a USC first down. Trojans are grinding out this one. Sanders to the left-hand side. 2nd and 9. They're grinding out this Purdue defense. They're tiring them out with the run. And then there's going to be a quick pass there to Lemon on the play. 3rd and 1. Sanders up the middle of the field. Sanders battling for that one. They say he just was able to reach up across the marker to get the first down. Jordan gets speared on that one by Coffee. Sanders back in as Sanders will take a break, but that's going to be a touchdown. Fair on the touchdown, and USC will extend this lead 14-6 on the play. As Fair does a little dance in the end zone to, add insult to the injury. Play action now. Looking for his man, Charles Ross, the former Trojan, on the play. 3rd and 10 now. And that's almost intercepted. Looking for Magwood on the play. And Ross would love to score on this play, score on his former team. However, it's going to be Mavia, empty backfield. Mavia looking and going to step up in a pocket. He's going to take this one himself, calling his own number on the QB scramble. Nobody was open. Empty backfield once again. And it's going to be Mavia looking. Has his man open. That's Lake McCree wide open. And I think McCree almost broke the pylon there. Down to the 1. 1st and goal. Sanders juking and gets into the end zone. That is a USC touchdown. And USC has, slammed the door open on this play, on the score now. There's now 21-6. Well, it's just a 7-6 game at the beginning of the half. It is now 21-6. Purdue looking with all they can, trying to make something out of nothing, getting Maccabee involved, and now it's Merriweather in again, and it's going to be a handoff to Merriweather. Merriweather gets the first down and more. Jaheim Merriweather. Good showing on his 2 carries on this one. And right now, it's the end of the 3rd quarter. We go into the 3rd quarter down 21-6. Now we can get back into this game. Down 2 scores. Just got to get 2 quick touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, 2 onside kicks. It's possible. It's possible. 3rd and 8 now coming up for the Boilermakers. However, Ryan Brown back to pass. Brown has a man open. There's Nitro Tuggle, the transfer out of Georgia. Gets us the first down. And then going up again, there's Chauncey Magwood once again. Magwood gets the first down. And Purdue is producing a drive on this drive. And that's going to be more set on the play. Purdue's leading receiver. 2nd and 3 now. 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. And that's a little too far out for more set. 3rd and 3 now. It's going to be Maccabee and Merriweather in. No Thomas. And this play, Merriweather doesn't get the first down. 4th and 2. Purdue going for it here. And it's going to be a handoff. Maccabee has nowhere to go. USC corralled around the ball. There was nothing but USC defenders around that. Maccabee had no chance on that play, as USC is going to keep playing their own game here. They may try to grind out the clock here with 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. It is 3rd and 3 now. Mavia back to pass. Mavia has his man open. That's Makai Lemon on the play. 2nd and 8 as Lemon got the first down for the Trojans. Mavia back to pass. Mavia going to take that one again. Again, no one open, so he scrambles for the first down. 2nd and 6 now. dump off Sanders. And Sanders only gets one on that play. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Looks like almost a wide receiver screen there on the play. And they get the first down on the play. Hand off. That's going to be Sanders again. And Sanders not able to get anything on that one. We have the 2-minute timeout. Purdue's going to have to start using timeouts if they want to get back into this one. Sanders with the first down. And it's going to be another round. Sanders again. And Sanders is taken down behind the line. And honestly, we weren't able to get anything. We weren't able to make any stops. Jaden Mavia will be your player of the game. 151 yards, 80% completion percentage, and a touchdown. Anyone else think the CPU completion percentage is kind of high? Anyone else notice that? That's interesting. I've noticed that, especially with other YouTubers who have been playing. Purdue drops their first game of the year. Brown went 12 for 24, 132 yards, no touchdowns. 8 carries for 34 yards for Maccabee, 3 for 31 for Merriweather. Honestly, I think I should have ran the ball more. I really do think I should have ran the ball more. Nothing happened in the pass game, except for that big 30-yard play to Morset before the half, I think it was. Yeah, it was right before halftime, wasn't it? That was the only thing we were able to get on offense, really. Honestly, just a really tough game against USC. I'm not upset, really, because we're 2-1, and we're going to face a good Notre Dame team next week. So, not a tough. I mean, it's a tough loss. Tough as always, but we lost to a good team, and then we play another good team next week. So we could fall to 2-2, or we could upset Notre Dame. Notre Dame destroyed us last year, so you know what? I say we look for an upset this year. Trying to get revenge on the Irish. Anyway, thank you all for watching this game. Leave a like if you enjoyed this game, and go ahead and subscribe for more Purdue Dynasty. With today being Tuesday, since I'm posting this on Tuesday, let's look for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the game against Notre Dame. Thank you all for watching, and let's have a great day. Boiler up.